What we're looking at is the final version of my light painted yellow purse. What we're going to do here is look at how I built up with different layers of light painted portions of the purse. This is the final image, as I said, and now we're going to look at the base image. So this is what I started with at image number 1. This is the base. It's just allowed me something to work with, and it's also given me the lighting around the purse on the black slate that I used. Now we'll just take a look at each individual layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And those are the layers that I use to build up to the final image. We'll turn those off and we'll turn them back on one at a time, and also activate the mask so you can see exactly what I'm taking from each layer. So we'll turn that on, and then we'll turn the mask on also. So you can see that the mask is just highlighting this section here as indicated by the shape of the mask, and we're still seeing that the light painting on the slate is still visible, and then we'll just run through all of them like that. So we'll add the layer, turn on the mask. You can see that we're just looking at this bit coming around a little bit of the corner here, which is pulling off what we did previously. Next layer, we're looking at the top of the purse. Turn the mask on. You can see that the top of the purse is still there. And it's pretty sloppy. I mean, you can see that I've highlighted the slate underneath it, but we'll take care of that down the road. So our next layer, looking at the corner, the metal highlight here. And when we turn the mask on, you can see how small an area that I'm actually picking from that layer. Next layer, same thing. We're working on this side of the metal here. Turn the mask on. Once again, you can see how little of an area that I'm actually dealing with. Next layer, a little bit more in the center here. Turn the mask on. You can see that I'm just highlighting the diamonds. And that's all I'm worried about. You can see that the mask is showing up there. Get everything else back up. Our last layer, or our last image. Once again, I'm just working on this little highlight here. So when I turn the mask on, everything else is still there. I just added this little highlight. You can see right there. And as we move up, this is a levels layer, just increasing contrast basically. Stamp layer will bypass. That's just a accumulation of all these layers, all the previous layers into one finished layer, so to speak. But we'll bypass that because I did a little bit of work after I made that stamp layer. Little bit of painting in around the edge to get rid of the highlight that was along the edge of the stone. This is going to be hard for you to see probably on screen, but we're just doing a little bit of highlighting around the stones again, and a little bit of blurring, which is allowing some of the gradients to be a little bit smoother. And then our final stamp layer. And that's how I built up the image Yellow Purse light painted. I hope you learned something.